Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha'Allah, koholoyimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. I just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Of course, it's this, what they say, a new year, and it's things that's happening already. And the apostle coined it as the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, which, is about to get rough out here, man. You clearly see it. You can feel it. They got that song, you can feel it in the air. you can clearly feel that something is different, something has changed. The mirth is definitely gone. People are not as happy as they used to be. People are more depressed. People are more dependent upon medicine, so to speak. For lack of better terms. To just get by, and they're just trying to they're just living check to check, man, and really don't know what's to come. But let's get this right here real quick, because these are end days prophecies. We have to stay on top of this, no matter how it may seem boring to some. It may seem like, okay, well, the same scriptures keep coming out. Well, as you're in this truth, and the longer you're in this truth, you're going to hear scriptures over and over and over and over again, because this is not a plaything. This is not a joke. When people go on tour, hey, they do their set. It's even like say like a comedy person. It's like, say like somebody like Dave Chappelle or whoever. They go on a tour, and they doing the same show. They telling the same fucking jokes every show they go to. They're not telling no different jokes. They got a show to put on, you know what I'm saying? And they've already put together that show. And only thing that's really changing about the show is really probably their outfit. What they're wearing for that particular show, but they're saying the same things, the same set. So it's the same thing, with the scriptures, so to speak. But anyway, this article is on Jong Un. It says he tells military leaders to mobilize most powerful means to destroy enemies, including U.S. And already know, hey, this guy, he's dealing with Russia, he's dealing with China, he's dealing with the enemies of the U.S. and the West, and NATO. And it's pretty much ready to, it's about to be like that big fight, man. This is about to be that big fight that everybody been looking for, that pay-per-view, man. Okay, it says North Korean dictator Jong Un told his military leaders during a meeting on Sunday to mobilize the most powerful means to destroy South Korea. Now these are their family. These are family members, really, of them. But see, what the U.S. has caused discord among brethren throughout the earth. South Koreans are no different than North Koreans. They're the same people. It's just that America, the so-called white man, what he does is he divides and conquers, and he has divided those people into two sectors, basically. You got South Koreans, they living like Americans, they fat, they looking at American shows, they're lazy as hell, they're no different than these damn Americans here. Over in North Korea's side, there are no freedoms to run around and just do what you want to do, and that's the difference between a fight. They're more disciplined there, and though it may not be by their choice as a people, they still discipline, because even with the scriptures, when it comes to our people, as far as the scriptures, as far as Israelites, look, man, we had a strict code of conduct. Hey, it was what the Lord said and what the Lord said only. You didn't have no freedoms outside of that. You done what the Lord said to do. You was blessed. If you didn't do what he said to do, you was cursed. And that was pretty much what it was. And that's how, see, a country like North Korea, you can, of course, we know they're not religious in no way, but I'm just saying it from a standpoint of when you have just straight rule of law, and you make sure that rule of law goes down by punishment, then you have a people that's like, yeah, if you scare their asses into respecting you, But America, they talk about this, Christianity and how they were, pretty much a Christian country, because it's really not a Christian country anyway. But they don't follow none of the laws and statutes and commandments of the scriptures. They don't care nothing about nothing like that, man. They act as if they do. They use the Bible, but they don't keep any of the law, statutes, and commandments, and they don't push the people to. You got every damn religion in the world in this place, man. I'm looking at these North Koreans right now, looking silly as hell. Celebrating New Year's. They will celebrate these idolatrous ass holidays, though. Anyway, let's move on, because I want to get to the scriptures. It's not going to be a long lesson. Kim warned the leaders of dangers of an armed confrontation that is quickly becoming a reality on the Korean Peninsula. He blamed maneuvers by the U.S. and other enemies, which will require North Korea to sharpen the sword to protect itself. But see, America, these so-called white people, they won't stay at home. They can never have enough. And as long as there are people and they're in power, there's always going to be wars, death, disease, chaos, decay, destruction. It's going to always be that as long as they're in power. So the Lord is coming to take all of them out of power. It says, if they choose military confrontation and set the fire, we must mobilize all the most powerful means to deal a crushing blow and completely destroy them. Kim was quoted as saying by Korean Central News Agency. The dictator hosted his senior military leaders at the ruling Workers' Party headquarters to acknowledge and congratulate them on their accomplishments, because they've been working. They've been working. They've been working on missiles. They've been working on pushing satellites into space, military shit. They've been working. This is what this man has been doing, ain't it? Them people not over there just doing what they want to do all the time. They have homes, of course. You probably sit around a damn fire, have some damn tea, cook some dinner and stuff like that. But I'm talking about from a standpoint of they have a one mind. They're pretty much one accord over there as to, hey, we have enemies. They don't allow American televisions shit to be in their homes. You get caught with an American movie over there. You get caught with a DVD of an American movie and see how that turns out for your ass. They're going to get you and your family, down to your son, your baby, your daughter, the baby. This is how this man gets down over there. So he has complete control and fear over his people over there. Here in the Americas, motherfucker don't care nothing about this place. They talk all kinds of shit. They proud as hell, talking about we got the best military in the world, but they won't even join the military to even fight for this place that they're so patriotic about. Anyway, Kim also attended a late night concert to celebrate the new year. Of course, like I said, they enter these. Anyway, the point is made there. But you can go into the comments. All you're going to see is some proud-ass Americans talking about how big and bad the American military is. And actually, you can see it's 441 on the, I think those are likes or whatever, comments or whatever. But let's go into the scriptures, though. And also, it was a earthquake last night, too. And I think that's Japan. So those regions and those, see, it seems as if, and it's just me speaking as a man, it seems as if the Lord is handling the smaller nations, and he's throwing them around right now to get to the main event. You know what I'm saying? Which is Esau, Edom. So you got the Israelis over there running rampant, doing their thing. Nobody can stop them. You got the American so-called white people, they're doing their thing. It seems as if no one can stop them. In the meanwhile, you got other little smaller nations of people that have also had their hatred towards the Israelites, that, the Lord, he's tossing them around right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's really leading up to the main event. Okay, but anyway, let's get Matthew. Always grab the account from here, but it's in other accounts as well. Matthew 24:3, it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, or Mashiach, which we call, the anointed one, Mashiach, the Messiah, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars. See that? Rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. See, all these things are happening collectively. They've always happened throughout time. You've always had earthquakes. You've always had a war. You've always had a disease, a pestilence, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You've always had these things, but not like how you have them in this bundle of um, continual movement, like how it is right now. You see what I'm saying? And you can just clearly see all the prophecies are coming to pass. The Lord said to measure thou the time diligently in itself. He says, when you see, matter of fact, let me get that. And matter of fact, let me show you this real quick too, though. Here's the earthquake over in Japan right here. Japan issues tsunami alerts after series of strong quakes. Now, this particular earthquake, it was strong enough where Russia actually issued tsunami warnings as well, because they kind of all off that waterway, or that tectonic plate, right? So here's the earthquake right here that just happened. I'm trying to think, trying to think what time exactly did it happen. And that was a 7.6 too. 4 people have been confirmed killed. Dozens others have been injured. 60 tremors have been recorded. Okay, but anyway, they're in shelters over there. But you just had this one over in China. And I just seen some footage of it. So as you can see right here with this particular map right here, it kind of shook all the way through, quite a good distance. So, and I was just watching it on TV too, on the news or whatever, and you can see, people have video footage and shit shaking, and people running and people ducking and all these things. You know what I'm saying? So we can clearly see that things are coming to pass that the Lord was talking about. Now let's get this one in the second Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So we can measure the times through the scriptures by just paying attention to what the Lord said and watching it play out. See, it's people that just out here, they watch TV. They not paying attention to no events that's going on around the world. They just tuning into their favorite shows, tuning into their favorite app on their TV, Roku TV, or whatever they may have, Disney Channel, Sling, all these different things. They tune in, they sit up, they snack, sit on the couch, just snack TV watching ass motherfuckers that never turn to the news. Now, if you spoke to any of them and you mentioned some of this stuff, they'll be able to tell you a little bit of something, but they don't really know what's going on. They don't really know what's going on, man. That's why the scriptures told us to be the watchmen, and we're watching and warning the flock. We're warning our people, so there won't be no chance of them saying, well, I didn't know. Because they're hearing of it, they're just not stopping to pay attention to absorb enough information to sustain them. Because what does the scripture say? It talks about this wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge. See, this wisdom is these scriptures, knowledge, man, of the scriptures, and not only the scriptures, but knowledge of your surroundings. That's why you go into it talks about being circumspect. And one, I was watching one of the camps last night, going into the New Year's lesson or whatever, and one of the brothers did mention to be more circumspect when you're out in public, to be more alert, to put your phones down, to look around you, look behind you, look to your sides, look in front of you. And I'm guilty of not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai willing, that's something that I'm most definitely gonna work on. Because you can't be looking down at your phone and then next thing you know, you're like, damn, what the fuck this? Like matter of fact, last night I was walking, then shit, just out of nowhere, a damn dog was beside me. Like straight up, man. But anyway, this is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So this wisdom and knowledge, this is going to be the stability of our times. You should be, we have and all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because it's by him, his spirit, that we have the wisdom and knowledge and understanding that we have. We can't say that it's us, Everything that we get up and we see, as we scour the news and we watch, each brother is doing the lessons that they're supposed to do every day. Whether it's one lesson or 5 lessons, they're seeing exactly what the Holy Spirit wants them to see and to report on. Exactly. That's like how I'm reporting on this right now. This is exactly what the Lord want me to do. I can't get around it. You know what I'm saying? You could see a lot of Jake, they want more followers and they want more likes and things of that nature. And they figure, okay, I'll throw this out there. This is clickbait, little title with it. You know what I'm saying? It'll draw in more people. Yeah, it may draw in more people, but how many of those people are actually really there to hear the scriptures? You see, how many of them are there to actually hear the scriptures? You know what I'm saying? Or are they there to just hear some article of some bullshit? Because Jake like to be entertained. Most people do. All these people, especially Americans. Americans, they love to be entertained. That's why you had yesterday, what all weekend long, all you had was bread and circus. Then you had the Christmas shit. All that weekend was bread and circus. It was just bread and circus, football games. Wingstop. And where you gonna get your wings from? Your pizza, you know what I'm saying? Your snacks, your chips, that's all that it was. That's all that people was thinking about. Now here you go. You're running off into this dull ass New Year, because that shit was whack as hell. All them holidays was whack as hell this year. That Thanksgiving was whack. That Christmas was whack. New Year's is whack. Because generally, I be sitting in my basement or whatever on New Year's, and I was. But I could hear the gunshots going off. And it didn't last nowhere near as long as it usually would last. I remember years back, man, about 10 years back, man, motherfuckers would be out shooting at like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. That shit didn't last no more than about 30 minutes. By 12:30, all the sounds was gone pretty much. You'll hear a little pop, pop, pop here and there. Or you'll hear some fireworks here and there. But man, this mirth is gone. People was already settled in their houses. They was already watching the games. They was already fucked up. Pretty much overall. They had their drinks. They had done smoked all the weed they could smoke. They had done took all the damn drugs that they could take. And they was bringing in the New Year's. Woohoo! With them stupid ass glasses on. Dumb ass hat. Throwing some goddamn confetti. And that shit was over with. Just like that. And even when you looked at some of these, the ball being dropped and all that shit in New York, man, that shit, it wasn't nothing like how it used to be. The mirth is gone. And it's going to get a lot worse, man. But I just wanted to touch on this for a hot sec. But let me get this, since I mentioned it. Yeah, you gotta pay attention. And it's high time to awake out of sleep as well. Because we are at the end of this thing, man. We looking for real World War III to go ahead and get it popping. And we ready for Esau to go ahead and implement the Allen Iverson. That mark of the beauty and the beast. And it's coming. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So you need to be walking with a straight head, man. You know what I'm saying? And spiritually being circumspect, but physically being circumspect as well, like that brother was saying. Look around you, especially you women. I have to say that for the brothers as well, but you women, don't be so easily distracted by your phone. You know what I'm saying? If you're going out to shop, look around you. Look to see if it's somebody, if it's a car that, you know, because people be following people, and people don't even be paying attention. Motherfucker can follow you all the way to your house in 30 miles. The motherfucker never look in the mirrors, never look back, never say, well, damn, this same car has been behind me for a long time. Every turn you make, they making it. Every stop you make, they making it. You know? That shit can only be, it's just a coincidence for so damn long. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. I was watching a video with this little girl, like she was, I don't know if it was an ice cream stand, but you know, and it was a real video, but because you know them videos where they put the circle around, you know, like what's about to happen, and this guy he trailing her. He's in the truck. He pulls up when she gets to the ice cream stand. He pulls up and stops just before the ice cream stand on the curb. He gets out of the truck. He goes around to the passenger side. He cracks the back door of the passenger side, and he's just sitting there, you know, acting like he's on his phone, waiting on that little girl to purchase what she was going to purchase and walk away. And then just so happened the attendant that was selling her what she was selling her noticed that shit. You know, once the little girl walked away, he was ready to snatch. But the woman seen it, and she ran out there real quick and put her arm around the little girl. And basically, you know, the guy, she diverted that shit. You know, he jumped in his truck and sped on off. But people are not paying attention. She wasn't paying. And just so happened, that was just, you know what I'm saying, that lady, hey, she just so happened to be looking. She's like, this guy looking pretty strange. She just jumped out. Nobody else is in the truck. He opens the passenger side back door, and because he wanted that easy access. That little girl was about to walk by. He was going to throw her ass in there real quick, run to his driver's side, jump off in his truck, and speed away with her little ass. So you have to be careful out here, man. Be circumspect. Watch your surroundings, man, because we're about to really go into some real crazy ass times, man. So just wanted to touch on that. Of course, like I said again, you got the earthquakes, you got the wars, rumors of wars, you got famines, pestilence. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on. All those things are happening in the earth, man. So it lets you know that we are closer and closer and closer to our Lord coming back. And all praises to Yahweh H.I.M, man. We're just waiting on this Jacob's trouble to happen. It's a few more major ones that, you know, it's going to get major. It's going to be real serious. But, you know, again, our trust is in Yahweh H.I. And be thankful that you know what you know right off, because people are going to be caught off guard, man. Scriptures talks about how the Lord is going to come like, you know, like a thief in the night. All these things are going to catch Jake off guard. You know, 2/3 of Jake going to get caught off guard real cold. They're not going to be ready for it. It's going to be a major chaos, man, amongst them. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Shalom.